Welcome to Faith Stories with Dawn DeMarco Buck. In the same way, let your light shine before others so that they will see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16.
Hello and welcome to Faith Stories. I'm Dawn DeMarco Buck. What is Faith Stories? Faith Stories are Christians from all walks of life who share their stories of faith, hope, and love. And what is my prayer is that you would come to know your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Well, how do you do that? It's through His Word. So if you need the Bible, please let me know at faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to get a Bible out to you. All right, you guys. Well, I thought we had two guests today, but you'll understand once I share who his mom is. So she's my sweet friend, Kelly DaRosa. She's the author of two amazing books. Nathan's Farm Adventures, which is about her beautiful son, Nathan, who is a joyful farm adventure celebrating faith, family, and the beauty of Down syndrome. Blending family, faith, farm fun, and a touch of Portuguese. Okay, Nathan's Farm Adventures is a heartwarming story that inspires children and families to embrace uniqueness and see the beauty is being fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14, because we all are that for sure. And then her other book that she wrote is Dear God, Who Am I? A heartfelt journey of faith, healing, and identity. Through honest reflections and powerful testimonies, Kelly Albuquerque, I didn't know that was your, how fun, DaRosa shares how God turned pain into purpose and silence into strength. This book reminds every reader that no matter where you are or what you've been through, you are seen, loved, and created with divine purpose. It's not just a story, it's an invitation to rediscover who you are in God's eyes. You're going to meet her next.
Broughton Garage Door Sales now offers you a difference with the LiftMaster Secure View Ultra Quiet Smart Opener with camera, LED 360-degree lighting, and battery backup. Built-in camera adds video and two-way audio communication to the MyQ app. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage anytime, anywhere from your smartphone. Schedule today at Broughton.com.
Just simply call Broughton. We open doors for you.
Tavilla Properties, located at 11471 West Sample Road, Suite 17, located in Coral Springs, Florida, for all your commercial needs. Call Jan at 954-341-1632. That's 954-341-1632, or visit www.tavillaproperties.com.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by two friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Welcome back to Faith Stories. If you have any prayer requests, please email me at faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com. That's faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com. And welcome back. Okay, you guys, Kelly's been on the show a couple of times, but I wanted to bring her back because she wrote these two books. And I want to hear about, first let's talk about Nathan, and maybe Nathan will come on air. I don't know. He's busy in the control production room. He's making friends all around in there, so he may show up. So I want you to talk about Nathan's Farm Adventures, which you guys can get on Amazon. So I want you to do that right now, but still watch the show. Okay. So talk about the book.
Well,
here, I'm going to let
thank
you hold it.
having
Yes,
me
of course.
here. I always appreciate you.
Show the book while you're talking to me.
This
right
is
here.
Nathan's Farm Adventures, and I really wanted to capture Nathan's day-to-day on our farm, and just the sweetness. And he teaches each and every one of us in our family so much, and that was kind of the idea of the book. I wanted to really capture his true essence on the farm, and also, like, you know, there's such a cliche with Down syndrome. There's nothing down about him, right? At all. So
it's a diagnosis, and you know what? And I look at it as like, you know, the thing about when they do that, they're putting a label, and I understand because you know there's challenges that he has, and you can't deny that. But they're all beautiful.
They are.
All the children. They're all beautiful children, and they have such a pure heart and a very strong mind.
Personality
which we're dealing with before the show started. It was so funny. It was like, no, I don't want to go on. I thought he came in and he was like, yeah, I want to go on. But no. He changed his mind at last minute. Thank God you're here. I'd be in trouble. I'd be talking to myself.
No, and I really just wanted to capture his day to day and like the beauty of like even the simple conversations that we have on the farm and things that he does. And I just wanted to express that and express exactly what it says, like he is fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just wanted to express that.
So, so you have a farm.
I do.
And where's it located?
So our farm is located in Palm City, in Martin County.
That's up there.
Yeah.
I wish it was closer because I'd come visit more, but you know, one of these days I am getting up there.
And on our farm, we actually were part of our farm is Kelita's Pharmacy, which is a faith-based nutrition and mental wellness program for moms and families with children with special needs. And
I so love that. That's what you're doing and you're offering to the moms that have special need kids, because they also need to get in community and really share, you know, just the joys and the challenges that you face when you have a special needs child, right? And so you give them that opportunity to come to your farm, which it looks beautiful, because on her Instagram, follow her on Instagram, you guys, and it's Kelita's
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy, right? And you need to check it out because, boy, I tell you, it looks gorgeous. It really does.
Thank you.
So let's go through the book. Talk about, you know, what the book, you know, how a day in the life of Nathan. On the farm.
So, and in the book, we actually have real life pictures of him and our family members on the farm. And I did want to read this special message.
Please do.
It says, to families reading this book, especially those raising children with Down syndrome or other special needs, this story is for you. Nathan's adventures celebrate the truth that every child is a masterpiece of God, fearfully and wonderfully made. If you are a parent, may you find the hope and courage in this journey. If you are a child, may you always know that your differences are not weaknesses, but strengths that make you shine in your own beautiful way. This book will be a celebration and a message of awareness and a reminder that every life has divine purpose.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And you wrote that.
I did.
I'm so impressed with people who can write because I can't. You know, I don't. How I speak is how I write. So it's not like, you know, beautifully written, you know. So that's a wow. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So in part of the book, like I really wanted to make it educational as well. So we do like an introduction, and I have where we live in Florida and on the U.S. map and kind of indicate that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then we also, the next page, like just stuff that I know that he does, like him running with our dog Diesel and our hen Blue, which you'll learn about in this book. And also
your hen Blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we explain why he's named Blue in the book. But
wait a minute, hen. I thought that was a female.
It is.
Okay, but you called him a him.
A hen.
Oh, hen. Okay. Yeah, I heard hen, but then I heard him, and I thought, wait, hem's a rooster, right?
Yeah.
I don't like roosters, you guys.
No, they're not
nice. They're beautiful, but they're not nice. Okay, go ahead.
No, and then it goes into like each family member, and it expresses Nathan's relationship with each of us and stuff that he does.
Sweet.
And he does know Portuguese.
Does he really?
Yes. So
wow.
Like, my husband's American Brazilian, and I'm American Portuguese. So Nathan does know a little words
And
here
it's
and
cool
there.
that
Yeah.
Brazilians speak Portuguese.
Yes.
They don't, there's not a language of Brazilian.
No.
It's Portuguese.
And it's,
I don't know why I find that fascinating.
it is.
Oh, God brought you together, though. I'm in a place like, okay.
So we go into words and kind of like educational stuff as well, like how to say mom, dad in Portuguese. That's how Nathan also refers to us. And then he just goes like to day, like what he does with Diesel being the dog.
Right.
Who is Diesel being? And then
What is it? What is that?
so Diesel being is our dog.
Right.
And like it's just adventures that Nathan
That they
does
get
that they
into.
get into.
They're like partners in crime?
for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So what kind of things have they gotten into in the past?
There's actually, I had done a video and I posted it on social media. They were outside playing, and all of a sudden you see like fur all over the place. Nathan Diesel destroyed his like little bed,
Oh,
but
thank
Nathan,
God it wasn't an animal.
No, it wasn't. Thank God. But they were like rolling in it, and they're like
really?
tossing it up, and I'm like, wow, boys will be boys.
Oh, yes, they will. And thank God for that.
Yes.
But wait a minute. Okay, so Diesel is a boy.
Yeah, Diesel is
I'm
a
thinking,
boy.
okay, the hen. I keep going back to the hen, you guys. I'm sorry.
No, and then it goes into like things that Nathan does.
Yeah.
Like he likes to go fishing with his dad. He likes to go on the tractor with his dad, and they love riding the quad. And that's one thing I love about my husband is that he, from the beginning, we both agreed that we're not going to put limitations on Nathan.
No,
it
why
might
should
take
you?
longer, but
Right.
I mean, and if you go to their farm, my husband's, like I said, amazing because he even built like this RC track so Nathan can practice like his hands and eye coordination.
Really?
And
What's
I'm-
an RC track? I'm
it's like
sorry.
those little
I'm naive.
little cars, like remote control cars.
Okay.
But more high end, and you really have to know how to use the
Okay,
controller.
okay.
So Nathan, I mean, is a pro at that, and
Yeah.
he taught him how to use the quad. He's on the quad all the time.
The quad. What's the quad?
It's like a motorcycle.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm not a farm person. Hello, look at my boots. Haley Page, she is Cheval Shoes. Check her out. I mean, seriously, girl, this is all foreign to me. I'm not a mom. I don't have children, so I have no clue what you're talking about. Okay, go ahead.
No, and it goes into like things that he does special
Yeah.
with his dad, and then we go into who is Blue the hen, and Blue was our first baby chick. And she's a Brazilian chicken, so she's all black
How do you know
and
she's
blue.
Brazilian?
From the people that we bought her from.
She talked to us. She said, "Mom, in Portuguese." No, I'm sorry.
No, and she looks different than the other chickens.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
So
but
what does she look like again?
she's all black, but like with a hint of blue. So at that time, Nathan was into Jurassic Park.
Okay.
And there was a dinosaur called Blue. So when he saw it,
It's like
he
blue,
was like,
that's
"Oh, that's
blue."
blue."
Okay, all right.
So
Got it.
it kind of stuck. And like a funny story with this chicken. I mean, this chicken was acting like our dog. It would literally sit on my
that's
husband's.
all she knows, right?
Yeah, I mean, to the point where I was like, I told my
Seriously?
husband, she's
Did
a
she start-
chicken. Like
She start barking.
No, she would.
Would that be funny?
I was
That'd
like-
be worth a lot of money if she could get her to do that.
It was kind of disturbing. My husband would be like doing barbecue, and the chicken's sitting on his shoulder while he's eating meat and chicken. And I was like, she needs to go with the rest.
Excuse me.
So
Oh my
that's
God, that's hysterical.
so that's Blue the chicken
oh
and
my
Blue the
God,
hen.
what a character. Does she lay eggs for you?
She is actually the only hen who loves to be a mom. So all of our chickens are mostly from her.
Really?
Yes.
Hysterical. So that's another story. I was going to ask you some more about the hen, but let's not get
And then
into
it goes
that.
into like our relationship.
Okay.
Like me and Nathan love to go dancing in the rain. He helps me pick up tomatoes. He loves tomatoes and flowers for his grandmother. And then we
sweet
go into
boy.
like what he does with my parents. Like he picks up pine cones with grandpa and grandma, and like he likes to play soccer with grandma. And I kind of tell that story.
Play
'cause I'm-
soccer with grandma?
Yeah, grandma and grandpa. They
Wow.
always do stuff like that. And then like
Awesome.
his relationship with his sister and what he calls my brother, and it's just like I love this picture in particular because it shows like him and his sister like on the grass in the field and telling stories, and that's something that his sister always does with him, and like they make up their own story, and then
Yeah.
like This one is actually my brother, and he loves to buy the kids Starbucks.
What?
So, yeah.
Wait a minute, what?
My brother buys my kids Starbucks coffee.
Oh, okay.
But Nathan, and I say,
Starbucks coffee, this is not good
no,
for children.
I know, but it's the Frappuccino, the vanilla bean.
Okay.
So what he calls it is, Nathan calls
That's
it,
dessert.
yeah, he calls it the vanilla bean pappuccino. So I talk about that in the book, and it's just like
That's
little
so
things
cute.
that are him, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Aw.
with the sweet message that, you know, he's so beautiful in everything he does, and I even when we're on the farm, like the things that he does, like picking the flowers, thinking of his sister, you know, loving to go on the tractor and quad with his brother, with my husband, and like stuff that he does with his sister. So I just really wanted to capture his day to day
That is so
and
precious.
just show how precious he is.
Oh, I love it.
So.
I love it. So you guys check it out. It's Nathan's Farm Adventures. You can get it on Amazon. So please do. You help them out, because it's such an awesome book I think every family should have it if they have kids, because then they can learn more about children with Down syndrome and how special they are, you know. So I think that would be a wonderful Christmas gift. Is coming. Christmas, you guys, come on.
And if I may add,
Yes, please do.
We are actually having a Nathan's birthday bash.
Oh,
so
that's
Nathan's
right.
birthday is on the 23rd of November. On the 22nd of November, we're actually going to have a birthday bash where we're going to be doing story time and reading his book, and also just celebrating not only Nathan, but any child that attends, and they'll get a little gift. And it's just to build that community and just celebrate each and every one of our children. So, and the tickets are available at Kelita's Pharmacy under the events tab as well.
Okay, all right. Kelita's Pharmacy, spell it.
So it's Kelitas and then FARM, but A and the C. So it's SEA, like the ocean, like the sea.
They just had it up on the screen. Okay, so now we're going to talk about your book. And it says, Dear God, Who Am I? Okay, let's talk about how you came up with the title, but then also what the book is about as well.
Okay. So
It's a beautiful cover, by
Thank
the way.
you.
I absolutely. Any kind of flower, I love flowers.
love
They don't always love me, but I love flowers, you know.
So I will give a shout out, because this is actually a real life picture that was taken by Yesenia Bailey at Yesenia Bailey's Photography. She's out in Texas.
Oh, yeah, she
She's
does beautiful
amazing.
work.
And this is one of the pictures that she took of me when she came here in March. So the title, Dear God, Who Am I, stems from, as a child, I used to, instead of writing Dear Diary, write Dear God. And any questions, anything I was going through, I would write it in that format, like, Dear God, why
Right.
am I going through this? So this book is really a journey of my adolescent years into literally motherhood, adulthood, and it ends with the birth of Nathan. And there is a sequel to it, so it will be out in 2026, and that one goes more in depth of life as a mom with a child with special
Okay,
needs.
so let's talk. Well, okay, that's a good overview. Let's get into some of the nitty gritty, girl.
Okay.
Let's talk about what prompted you to write this.
It prompted me to write this because I feel like each and every one of us has a story. And if I can be a blessing to any young girl, mom that's going through depression, anxiety, and eating disorder, learning how to set healthy boundaries, and, you know, really learning who they are in Christ, then I've done what I feel is in my heart and what God wants me to do. And the way I formatted this book is I give you a snippet of each chapter, but I also do reflection questions, and I give you Bible
when you say a
verses.
snippet of each chapter talks about a specific topic.
Correct.
Okay, so let's talk about a specific topic.
Okay. So like the first one, it's called heterochromia, which means heterochromia means two colored eyes, because I have two colored eyes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it goes into.
I didn't know that.
I do. One's
What-
one's brown, one's green, one's
Oh,
from
geez.
dad, one's from
Oh.
mom. No,
That's
literally.
nice.
And it goes into like identity, how sometimes our flaws or what we might perceive as flaws are actually God's beauty marks. And sometimes that very thing that makes you different is that very thing that God's going to use.
Isn't that interesting? Okay, so I have a birthmark on my leg, and I'm telling you, the kids used to, they used to tease the living you-know-what out of me. And I said to my mom, I said, when I'm old enough, I'm going to get that removed. And then as you grew older, it's like, why do I care what they think? Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, that's part of who I am and how God made me, right? Okay, so anyways, back to you. It just reminded me of like the trauma that caused, because it was like, whoa, were you picked on?
Yeah.
Because of your two color eyes?
I think it was because of that and other things, but it was just, but it was just a matter of like really kind of encouraging people. So like the way the book is set up, like each chapter, like for the first chapter is about identity. I list like verses that help me get through it. And then it's a reflection questions. And then I also set it up that at the end we have a prayer, but I also give like a pep talk to the reader. So like a sister to sister moment. And that goes throughout everything. So the first chapter is like about identity. And then the second chapter is kind of just like some trauma I went through in high school.
Like what?
Like being bullied, really eating disorders, my anxiety, my depression, kind of trying to live that perfect,
right, the
perfectionism.
Pressure that you go under, you're in when you're in school,
right,
is immense. And I can't even imagine growing up today with all the social media, because when I was growing up, did you have social media?
I mean, that's when like MySpace just started.
So you didn't have that, where the kids today really, I mean, it's get them off social media, because it's a great tool, but it also can be done for evil too. And and as parents, I would think that you would need to monitor that with your children.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then it goes into like meeting my husband, like finding what actually is true love, and then our hardships that we went through, and then led up to like when my daughter was born, and then leading up to some family tea and trauma that kind of scarred me, but I grew from it, and going on, and some of just my trials and tribulations that I went through, and kind of the hope is to inspire others that if you're going through this, there is, our God is good always.
Always good. So let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about a couple of different chapters that you have in there. What would you like to share?
There's a lot, but I think
pick one that really stands out. I mean, I know
chapter 1 definitely stands out for me, and I think that's, I think it kind of can relate to a lot of young girls, where you're not really sure of who you are, right? But you have a world where girls are over sexualized, or the standards of beauty should be this, should be that.
That's so true, and it's so hard.
And it's so hard, and it starts very young.
It does, because we're supposed to look a certain way, and we're supposed to be a size 0, and how many women are a size 0?
Right.
Not many.
And it's like, coming from a Portuguese background, it was like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like, if you were too skinny, they would say you're too skinny. If you gained a few pounds, it's like you're fluffy. Like, who wants to be called fluffy? Like,
really. Seriously, people, make up your mind.
So it was really like learning, like, who God says I am, and not paying attention to like the noise.
Right.
And
how did you do that?
I think I always had that thirst for God. And I talk about that too.
I think that's huge, because that's the key.
Yes.
Because once you have that relationship with the Lord, all the stuff, all the garbage that people may say about you or hurt you in any way, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It really doesn't matter. You just have to stay in a space of knowing that the Lord loves you, and He's got you no matter what. Hold your thought. We're going to take a quick break, you guys, and we'll be right back.
Broughton Garage Door Sales now offers you a difference with the LiftMaster Secure View Ultra Quiet Smart Opener with camera, LED 360-degree lighting, and battery backup. Built-in camera adds video and two-way audio communication to the MyQ app. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage anytime, anywhere from your smartphone. Schedule today at Broughton.com.
Just simply call Broughton. We open doors for you.
Tavilla Properties, located at 11471 West Sample Road, Suite 17, located in Coral Springs, Florida, for all your commercial needs. Call Jan at 954-341-1632. That's 954-341-1632, or visit www.tavillaproperties.com.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by two friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Welcome back to Faith Stories. If you have any prayer requests, please email me at faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com. That's faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com. Welcome back. It's so funny. We were just talking if Nathan was going to make a cameo appearance. No, he's in production going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back. Okay. That was awesome. I think he'd rather be on the production side versus in front of the camera. So, Kelly, I'll give you a couple minutes before we have to go, but share just a little bit more about, your book.
Like I had said, it's more of like my testimony through adolescent into young adulthood and motherhood. And it's just an opportunity to, express my testimony, but also give hope to moms and young girls that our God is always good and that we are created on purpose for a purpose.
Amen. That is so beautiful. So you have other events coming up. So did you want to just share that before we say goodbye?
We have we have Dear God workshop that will be available at the end of this week. And it's a virtual workshop that goes through each chapter in depth. And then we also have a Blooming Beginnings for Moms, which is an introduction to our program. And we go into depth as far as some teachings, prayer group, and you also have access to the farm in the beginning of the month. So you could come and join the farm with your family and create your own memories there.
I think that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much for
awesome.
having me. I appreciate you.
Yes. I'll have you back. You know that. She stepped in. I want you guys to know I had another guest, and she couldn't make it, unfortunately. But I know Dana is having she's a jewelry designer.
Oh, cool.
And she's doing a photo shoot today.
Awesome.
So she's coming on in November. I think in November 19th. And she's going to have her beautiful photos of her jewelry. She's awesome.
That's
I can't wait
awesome.
I met her back in June. She was at Roberta's event.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes, so she's going to be on. So, okay, you guys, next week I have John Lucina. He's the general manager of CTN, which is Christian Television Network. I'm excited to have him on. He has a powerful story of how he became the general manager of the Christian Television Network. So I will see you guys next week. Check out social media. Please share this video to all your family and friends and business associates because you know they need to hear this amazing story. Go out and get her books, Dear God, Who Am I? And Nathan's Farm Adventure. Take care. We'll see you next week at 3 o'clock.
Thank you for watching Faith Stories, where you will hear stories of hope, faith, and love. Please join us next week, and remember, God meets you where you are, but doesn't leave you where you are.